Yo guys, back to the channel. It's been a while, I know, but summer holidays, family and stuff. Anyways, let's check out some of IFA 2025, and there were a ton of really interesting new gadgets, from stair climbing robot machines to white ThinkPads and more. There was so much cool stuff. Probably the most interesting combination of announcements this year surprisingly came from Anker, of which ranged from simple to completely insane. You probably know them for their charges and stuff, and indeed, on the simple end, they had some pretty usual updates there. This include the Prime wireless charging station, which finally brings Q2.2 to the masses. There's the new 25-watt magnetic wireless charging stand, and it should be compatible with iPhones. And the new Pixel 10 Pro XL too, for 25 watts charging. And also kind of boring but practical is that Anker now has a Prime charger that can output 160 watts over 3 USB-C boards on a charger. It's not cheap at 130 euros, but really powerful and compact. Then a little less conventional was the company's new IFA RoboVac Omni S2, which as its main party trick can dispense 3 types of perfume to make various rooms smell good while it cleans. They call this aromatherapy, and you can put 3 little pots in the vacuum for it. People would really like this, even if at 1,600 euros price tag, maybe it's pretty pricey. Moving squarely into the crazy department, we have the Nebula X1 Pro, which is basically a party speaker that you can carry around with you in a suitcase. Except there's also a gigantic laser projector in it, plus you can also take out 4 speakers and distribute them to create a wireless Dolby Atmos surround sound system that automatically sets itself up and also correctly adjusts things based on where you put them. Oh, and on top there's even microphones for karaoke. This allows you to carry around a whole outdoor cinema with like a 300-inch image with you, which is pretty bonkers. There's no pricing or availability on this just yet, but they hinted at this costing somewhere in the neighborhood of $4,000-ish. Whoa. Anyway, and perhaps the most futuristic announcement of the bunch was the UV Mars Walker. This is a little extra housing that your robot vacuum can drive into, and that the Mars Walker itself has legs, and so it can vacuum on multiple floors. That's pretty cool though. This is only a prototype for now, and there's no price or availability just yet. Then Anker, again with the Solex power dock. This is kind of like a central controller unit that allows you to plug 4 of these things, which they call solar blanks, into it, which could each have up to 3 batteries in them. And then all of that can combine to a single system that can scale flexibly, kind of like a Lego system, and you can upgrade or downgrade to as many panels or batteries as you wish, more or less, which is cool. Moving on from Anker, we arrive to their competitor Q with a completely different take on the new 25 wattage wireless charging standard, and their take houses 3 little orbs. Each one magnetically attaches and charges on a base. And then each orb contains a battery of its own, which can also magnetically charge another device. Sadly, some reviewers said that the demo units got insanely hot on the bottom, so I'm a little bit worried about the efficiency and the longevity here. Anyway, then we move on to Lenovo, who brought us the first ever white ThinkPad. Specifically, this is the X9 Aura edition, which is the kind of ultrabook, and I can't decide if I like this color or not. What do you think? Lenovo always love a good concept device, and for that we got the ThinkBook Vertiflex concept this week, which is a 14-inch screen that can rotate as usual. These are mostly just for fun, but Lenovo is always surprisingly serious about these concepts, so there's that. And second, something that we first saw at CES, but it's actually going on sale. Now is the 2nd generation Lenovo Legion Go 8.8-inch. This is a proper high-end take on the handheld gaming category with $1,000 price tag to match its features. A massive 8.8-inch OLED display that's also 144Hz with variable refresh rate. You of course get detachable controllers, which are pretty ergonomic and also backwards compatible with their predecessor on the back of the device. There's also a kickstand. We can get up to an AMD Ryzen Z to the Extreme chip, and the whole thing runs on Windows 11, with a product manager saying that it will probably be possible to put into Xbox mode whenever that becomes available. This thing is a real spec monster. Moving on, IFA announced 2 new electric shavers for people who wish their everyday gadgets look like designer objects. The smaller T1 Pro comes either with a head for a close shave or one for a longer beard. Meanwhile, the larger and more powerful P3 Pro, with its exposed copper coils and larger head, is designed if you want a more to-do shave. And by the way, these devices cost in the range of $130 to $180. I have no idea if these actually shave well, but the fact that they are charged with USB-C is enough on its own to get me at least a little bit excited for them. Samsung was also present, of course, and we get a few interesting new updates, starting with tablets. There is now a new Tab S11 and the Tab S11 Ultra. The Ultra boasts a new generation of the entire reflective glass that we've already seen on its predecessor and also on the Galaxy S25 Ultra, and it supposedly looks even better than last year. I really liked how it cut down on the distracting glare in person and on both tablet models. You also get DeX mode, which now has 2 new tricks. One is the addition of virtual desktops, so your tablet can feel more like a real PC. And second is the fact that you can now switch between sort of 3 windows, DeX mode and the full screen mode, just by swiping an app to and from the top of your window, kind of like you would do on Windows. There's no more need to switch in and out of DeX mode. It just happens automatically. A nice addition. There are small updates like apps, slightly faster media, Technicity 9400 Plus chip, and the tablet also got a little bit thinner and lighter, while also getting a slightly bigger battery, which is always nice. The same is true for the Galaxy S25 FE, by the way, which is Samsung's new budget flagship, and which also got a whopping 23 grams lighter, while also having its battery size increased by 200 mAh, and its charging speed increased from 25 to 45 watts, which is always nice. I know that phones getting thinner and lighter is not usually popular with us tech nerds, including me, but I think if a company can do that while also making the battery and the charging better, I'm okay for it. And besides that, they're also very small, iterative changes again, like slimmer bezels, a new 12 megapixel selfie camera, and the new 2400 chip instead of Exynos 2400E. A lot of that will blow you away, and the launching parts at €789. Called the Moving Style, this is a portable touchscreen smart TV which comes with a tall battery. You can either make it stand by itself using a kickstand, where you can also place it on a stand where it can actually swivel around between horizontal and vertical layouts. Looks pretty fun. Although sadly the devices I saw appear to have some extremely cheap panels with image quality that isn't going to blow anyone away. So this is really all about mobility rather than anything else. And next on our list is Acer, where my first highlight includes a laptop that they showed off inside a glass box that probably said that it supported Intel's next generation processor, codenamed the Panther Lake. This is an unreleased generation of processors, and nobody was allowed to touch the laptop, but I guess that means the chip is coming soon. Cool. I mean, while the company also released new tablets in the form of the Econia X12 and the X14, which are interesting because they have all the screens that starting at just 220, in addition to designs and accessories that you actually expect to see on much more expensive models, especially the X12 looked way better than what its price implied. Though the catch with both devices is that they use ultra-low end chips and bizarre 12nm really outdated chip from Allwinner, of all companies, another great sign. And then as a wild card, how about a hydrogen-powered stove from Bosch? Yeah, hydrogen is in your kitchen. You know, if natural gas was somehow not enough of an explosive hazard for you, why not have an appliance that needs a pressurized container full of explosives? Right in your kitchen. Makes sense, no? Guys, that's it for this video. Hope you like these highlights from IFA 2025, and thanks if you watched it here. Hit a like and please subscribe as it helps my channel while it's free for you. Until the next one, take care of yourself and each other. See ya.